Hello and welcome to Roadrunner predictions. We have number 31 Washington, who is 1-6, headed to number 4 Vikings, who are 5-2. Guys, this game stinks. Someone put some fish in the vents for this one and cranked up the heat. A lot of things aren't adding up to me. And I'll go over paper, but we're actually taking the points at 17 and a half for Washington. It opened up at 16 and a half. The over-under is at 42. And that opened up at 40 and a half because if you combine both the averages of the teams, and that's actually what you get is 40.3, close enough to 40 and a half. So most of the people are on the over. The trend is set that if you combine the points that both teams combined score is 12.9 for Washington and 27.4, which is 42.7. So a lot of people are going with that, but the points that they allow is actually less. It sets you right at that at 40 and a half. So you're actually probably gaining better value at taking the under tonight. But our pick is Washington, and the reason why is honestly I'm just going against the grain. I've only heard Washington, and I'll show you my conclusion here, what I came up with. Washington has played number 1 and number 2 team in the nation, the Patriots and the 49ers. Yes, they got toppled. They lost to New England 33-7. They lost to San Francisco a little bit ago 9-0. Now, just because they played that team doesn't mean they're going to play Minnesota's team. But obviously they're doing something right. They figured out something. And I think Kirk Cousins is going to do just fine today. But I'm actually looking for Washington to at least tie. Maybe not win the turnover battle, but tie it. And without Thielen playing tonight, to me that's just a no-take because he has 6 touchdowns of the year. He's basically averaging almost 1 a game. This is week 8. They played 7 weeks, and he's averaging chunks of yards. I think 75 or 79 yards a game. I mean, on average. And without him, let's say they put in a replacement, and he only provides 50% of that value. Well, that 50% of value, yeah, he'll still get catches. He'll still get 4 or 5 catches, but he most likely won't get a touchdown. Most likely cut that yards in half. I think it's pretty safe to say that. Adrian Peterson, I believe, is going to play up today. So that's kind of where I'm drawing my conclusion. I just know that it's just funny because you have Washington's old quarterback playing for Minnesota, and then now you have Minnesota's stud old school running back playing for Washington. I just think that the value is in the Washington spread tonight. So yards of play for Washington, 4.9 to 6.4 for the Vikings. Washington rushes the ball 39%, passes 61%. Vikings rush the ball 53% and pass 43%. The completion percentage for Washington is 65% to Vikings 70%. Now this is where the roughness comes in and the crapshoot. Third down conversions only 25% for Washington, which is really bad, like incredibly bad. I don't think I've seen a team with a lower percentage, but I haven't done a Miami pick yet or a Jets pick. So to where third down conversion for Vikings is at 42%. Vikings almost win every defensive stat. The only stat that I saw that they did not win is in field goal. I'm sorry, not in field goal, but in red zone, Washington is deadly at keeping teams out from scoring the big plays, and they get the field goals. But a lot of that average, too, could have come down just from the San Francisco 49ers game. So I have Washington's number 31 on the road to Vikings are number 3 at home. Vikings are playing well in non-divisional games. They just lost divisional. They lost to the Bears. And that's actually on their doing. I have let me go full schedule here. I don't have the Vikings haven't played a team above 500 except for The Packers. That's it. Looking here on the paper. Because Bears are 3-3, Eagles 3-3. Yeah, that's the only team they play that's above 500. That's kind of scary. Okay, let's go here. And then to where um, the Washington Redskins have played San Francisco and New England, even though they got trampled. But they've also played a lot of scrappy Dallas, too. They're above 500. They're just, I don't know. I'm not saying they're going to win the game. I'm just saying it's going to be closer than people think. I think the gridlock's going to be a little bit tighter. They kind of know how Kirk Cousins has to play. They're giving these stats about he's one of the best quarterbacks in the last 3 games. Yes, 3 games, but I want the overall average. And it only takes one day, one time, one game to slip up from your average to fall right back in place. So if you think about it, they played 7 games and he's played his best 3 this week. He's actually more likely to have a crap game than not. Just going over technical analysis. So it's take it or leave it. I've been doing not the best on picks anyways, but I really like this one. I'll take the Washington. And if I had to lean in, I'm going to take the under too. So you're gaining literally a 1.5 on the under. And I'm telling you this, Washington over 12.5. That would be a great pick too because they're going to score at least 13. They might not score 20 or 17, but they will score 13. I'm telling you that right now. Look for Adrian Peterson revenge. He's averaging 4 yards a carry, and they say, "Hey, do you want to play this guy?" I know he's in a little pain. He had like a thigh or ankle. I forgot what his injury was, but he said he's going to do everything he can to come and play this game, and he said he will play this game, and he's looking forward to it. So there you go. You have it. Hope you enjoy the game, and good luck.